Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our podcast. I'm Jessica, and today we're going to dive deep into a question that almost every English learner has asked at some point. How can I make my brain think in English? If you're listening right now, chances are you've studied English for months or even years. You can read, you can write, maybe you understand when people talk slowly, but when it comes to speaking, your brain freezes. Instead of English words popping up, you first think in your native language, then you try to translate, and by the time you're ready to answer, the conversation has already moved on. Sound familiar? Don't worry, you're not alone. Today, I'm going to share with you not just theory, but practical steps, exercises, and mental habits that can actually train your brain to think in English automatically. Because let's face it, translation slows you down, makes you nervous, and blocks real communication. If you can reduce or even eliminate that translation step, your English will flow faster, smoother, and more naturally. And the good news? Anyone can do it with the right strategies. So, let's get started. Why do we translate? First, let's understand the problem. Why does your brain translate in the first place? Well, language is a habit. If you've been speaking your native language for 15, 20, 30 years, it's natural that your brain defaults to that system. English is like a new operating system you're trying to install, but your brain keeps going back to the old one. That's why you translate. It's not because you're bad at English. It's simply because your brain is used to another language. Now here's the exciting part. Habits can change. Just like you trained your brain once to think in your mother tongue, you can now train it to think in English. It's a process. It takes time, but it's absolutely possible. Step 1. Surround yourself with English. Think about this. How did you learn your first language? You didn't memorize grammar rules. You didn't sit in a classroom. You heard it all around you from your parents, your friends, your community. That constant exposure trained your brain. So, if you want a brain to think in English, you need to create an English-rich environment. Here are some practical ways. Change your phone and computer settings to English. Listen to English podcasts every day, yes, just like this one. Watch movies, series, or YouTube videos in English. Read articles, books, or even social media posts in English. At first, it might feel difficult, but over time, your brain adapts. The more English it sees and hears, the more it starts to treat English as normal. Step 2. Start with small thoughts in English. Many learners make the mistake of trying to think in long, complex sentences right away. That's like trying to run a marathon on your first day of training. Instead, start small. Begin with single words. When you see a chair, say in your mind, chair. When you eat an apple, think, apple. When you're tired, say to yourself, I'm tired. These small thoughts are powerful because they bypass translation. You're teaching your brain, see object, think English word. Not see object, think native language, translate English. Over time, you can move from words to short phrases. For example, I'm hungry. It's raining. She's smiling. Eventually, you can build full sentences and even inner conversations with yourself. But remember, start small. Step 3. Use self-talk. This is one of my favorite techniques. Talk to yourself in English. Yes, it might feel strange, but it works. For example, when you're cooking, describe what you're doing. I'm washing the rice. I'm cutting the vegetables. Now I'm boiling water. When you're walking outside, describe what you see. There's a tall building. A man is walking his dog. The sky looks beautiful. Self-talk turns ordinary life into practice time. It helps you form the habit of expressing thoughts in English instead of your native language. Step 4. Visual thinking. Here's a secret. You don't always need words to think. Sometimes your brain uses images. For example, when I say apple, you don't picture the letters APPLE. You imagine the fruit. So here's a trick. Connect English words directly to images, not to your native language. For example, instead of linking the English word dog to your native word, link it directly to the picture of a dog in your mind. This way, your brain skips translation. Over time, this makes your thinking faster. Step 5. Practice shadowing. Shadowing is when you listen to native speakers and immediately repeat what they say, copying their tone, rhythm, and pronunciation. It's like being an echo. Shadowing helps your mouth and brain work together. The more you do it, the more your brain automatically produces English without needing to translate. Pick a podcast, movie scene, or speech. Play a sentence, pause, repeat it aloud, and try to sound exactly like the speaker. At first, it will feel hard, but with practice, you'll notice that English phrases start coming to your mind automatically. Step 6. Stop obsessing about grammar. This might surprise you, but if you want to think in English, you can't constantly worry about grammar rules. Imagine if every time you tried to drive a car, you thought, okay, step 1, press the brake. Step 2, adjust the mirror. Step 3, turn the key. You'd never move. Speaking works the same way. If you focus too much on grammar, you freeze. Instead, focus on communication. Of course, grammar is important. But when you're thinking in English, the goal is flow, not perfection. Your grammar will improve naturally as you practice. Step 7. Learn phrases, not words. Let me ask you, when you want to order food, do you really need to know the single word recommend? Or do you need the phrase, can you recommend a good restaurant? You see, learning phrases helps your brain store language in ready-to-use chunks. That means when you need them, they pop up instantly, without translation. Here are some useful examples. How's it going? Can I get a coffee, please? That sounds great. Practice these phrases until they become automatic. That's how you start thinking in English. Step 8. Inner conversations. This one is really powerful. Throughout your day, imagine conversations in English. For example, imagine you're at the airport. In your mind, role play. Excuse me, where is the check-in counter? Here's my passport. Thank you very much. Or imagine meeting a friend. Hey, how have you been? I've been good, thanks. And you? The more you do these inner conversations, the more natural English becomes in your thoughts. Step 9. Don't fear mistakes. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, mistakes. Many learners avoid thinking or speaking in English because they're afraid of being wrong. But here's the truth. Mistakes are proof that you're learning. They're not failures. They're stepping stones. Even native speakers make mistakes. The important thing is to keep going. The more you practice, the fewer mistakes you'll make, and the more confident you'll become. Step 10. Be consistent. Thinking in English is not something you achieve overnight. It's like training a muscle. If you go to the gym once a month, nothing happens. But if you go 3 times a week for a year, you'll see big changes. The same goes for your brain. Practice a little every day. 5 minutes of self-talk, 10 minutes of shadowing, reading 1 article in English, and over time, your brain will switch more easily to English. A story of success. Let me share a quick story. One of my students, Ahmed, used to struggle a lot with translation. Every time he spoke English, he paused for long seconds, translating from Arabic to English in his head. He felt embarrassed and slow. But then he started using these techniques. He changed his phone settings to English. He practiced self-talk every morning while brushing his teeth. He did shadowing exercises with his favorite TV show. Slowly, he noticed a change. Words started coming faster. Sentences formed naturally. One day, he realized he had just had a 20-minute conversation with his coworker, without once translating in his head. That was the moment he knew his brain was starting to think in English. And if Ahmed can do it, so can you. A daily routine for training your brain. Before we wrap up, let me give you a simple daily routine you can follow. Morning. Spend 5 minutes doing self-talk. Describe what you're doing. Afternoon. Listen to a short podcast and practice shadowing. Evening. Write down a few sentences in English about your day. Night. Before bed. Imagine a short conversation in English. That's it. Just 15 to 20 minutes a day. If you do this consistently for 3 months, you'll notice a huge difference. Final motivation. Remember this. Thinking in English is not about being perfect. It's about building habits. Every time you choose English, whether it's reading, speaking, or even just thinking a single word, you're rewiring your brain. Day by day, those small choices add up. So, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start today. Think one thought in English right now. Say one sentence out loud. Imagine one short conversation. That's the beginning. And if you keep going, one day you'll look back and realize you're no longer translating. You're just thinking in English. All right, my friends, that brings us to the end of today's episode. I hope this gave you not just ideas, but real strategies you can use starting right now. Remember, surround yourself with English. Start small, use self-talk, shadowing, and inner conversations. Be patient with yourself, and most of all, enjoy the journey. This is Jessica, your host, reminding you, every thought you choose in English is a step toward fluency. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep believing in yourself. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends, subscribe, and come back for the next one. Until then, happy thinking and happy speaking. Bye for now.